A lot of people like this. I don't know why. Christ. This is like, I don't know why everybody's like this. Like, I don't know why you guys like stuff like this. Like, it gives me like nightmare fuel. Jesus. This is the outside of the castle, so when you leave, it's like the exit's right there. So somehow I made it from one side of the castle to like all the way around to like on the other opposite side of the street, because now I'm no longer anywhere. I'm on the opposite side of the street when I come out. I don't know how that happened. That's why I ended up taking this picture. I was like, yo, I'm like on the other side of the road. Oh, I don't know if you guys can tell here. So all of these are street lights, and then that one random dot there's not a street light. It's the full ass moon there. They look the flippin' same. That's why I end up taking the picture here so you guys can see it. So it's like I told you guys I don't go anywhere when the moon's not in the sky. It's just weird. Like I've never noticed being outside and the moon's not there. Yeah, so that night, like look at it. It's so freaking bright. You could see it there, right? It's like the biggest light you could see. Then I took a picture off the stairs there. I think I could have taken better photos. But anyhow, I didn't have the time. I had to rush. Anyways, look at this. This is during the day before it got dark. Okay, then after all of that's the first day I went to the castle. Then after that, I had to go, and I didn't have the hat yet. Okay, I felt that energy going up because I felt it, right? So I don't remember how many days after that I ended up going to the mall because I don't remember why, but I had to. And on my way there, like someone wrote this message in the snow, right? And I took pictures of the Canadian geese if you guys want to see them there. Right? Why? Well, it doesn't recognize my fucking hands. There, okay. Yeah, I saw it because it's right across from the school. Someone wrote a message in the snow, which saved me time because I kind of wanted to, but I couldn't think of what to write or whatever. So someone helped me there. And then the geese, and then I ended up at the mall. I took this picture. This tree was so pretty. This is why I put like I hate Instagram cuts off my fucking photos, but I don't want to put them to Twitter. Um, and I didn't post a lot of photos too. Uh, I know some of you get irritated when you look at this and you're like, why is the photo in a weird angle? All you guys gotta do is take your phone and just. This is what I do. I just twist it so I can look at it properly. Okay, I'm at the mall now, and I was like, for some reason, I guess they're testing the carousel, so I filmed the carousel for a bit. We were on that when we were kids. As soon as I left, it stopped. I was like, that was kind of weird because as soon as I got there, like I filmed 2 seconds of this, and then when I left, it was done. I was like, it was waiting for me to show up. Yeah, and then I took more pictures of trees and ornaments and things. That's what you're seeing here. Right. After like I posted these photos, Tones told me he's like, why does it say ho in the background? I didn't notice. It says ho there, and it says ho so. Oh my god, that just happened to work out. I'm sorry. Christ. I don't know how that happened. It just did. Then when I went to go get that card, this is why you see the mailbox here. And then I ended up going to the zoo. I don't know how many days after, right? Because everything, before I went there, so I felt like the zoo energy I felt from Taeyang and I felt from Inyak, right? So I already in the back of my mind wanted to go there, but then feeling that day, I was like, okay, maybe I'll go in the summer. But then like the day before or so, me, mom, and dad are together and we're watching something zoo related, right? And then I was like, oh man, yeah, I'm gonna go now. For some reason, I need to go now in the winter for whatever reason, so I ended up going. This is this is like one of the paths, anyways. This is from the bridge side if you see it. I'm on the bridge, and this is my viewpoint from the bridge. Because when I think Canadian winters is what the first thing I think of is how like the trees and the snow and things. Okay, so I end up at the zoo because I'm feeling the energy go off here. I have to go. By the way, this polar bear here is made of entirely of plastic. I don't know if you guys can tell. Like it looks really textured in the photo, but I don't know if you could tell if it's that it's all plastic containers there. It's like soap bottles and I don't know what you put together to make that sculpture. Okay, yeah, so I end up at the zoo and I like I'm there for the night because they have the light show going on at night, right? So I didn't and like I went early just so I don't wouldn't get lost wandering around in the dark, right? Because I don't like I haven't been since I was a child. So when I get there, I was like, oh my god, they're close to closing, and I didn't account for wanting to go into the zoo during the day. So if I had gone earlier, I would have probably covered every pavilion, right? But I didn't get time to. So I ended up choosing the ones I really want to see. I ended up going. I told you guys on the map where I ended up going. I still can't believe the Canadian section was closed. It's fucking winter. The Canadian section should have been wide open, but still. Anyways, I went to the orangutan section. Orangutan section. Why is that such a mouthful to say? See, this photo's cut off. Like, there's a whole like bottom portion of this photo that I can't. That Instagram cut off for me. So when I took this photo, it was just around closing time. So they're looking at me like, "What the heck are you doing here? We're going now, right?" This was kind of scary. I was waiting for it. So there's two of them there, right? There's one here, and there's one in the bin there. And I was waiting for that one to. So when I walked there the first time, I guess they weren't anticipating anybody showing up because when I went to the zoo, the whole place is like empty. It's just the zookeepers and then one or two people walking around. So the orangutan in the bin here popped its head up because I didn't see it at first. It popped its head up to see me, and then it was so uninterested. It went back to lying down in its bin, and then this one was watching me side eyed me a few times. So I'm waiting here until closing time to get this picture of this one popping back out because it scared me for a second. I was like, that would be such an interesting photo. And all I got was a paw. Okay, you only get this much, but you can see that there's something there, right? And then this one there. So yeah. And then um I liked all the water sections. Like when you take like look at this, like the coral and the I don't know the it looks really pretty. I don't know. It made me think of Taeyong because he's got the aquarium, right? Like he takes care of those fish. This is what made me think of this. And then I filmed the seahorses. People eat them, right? Oh my god. The best part I filmed was the jellyfish. The jellyfish, and I went to go see the turtle. I think it's the same turtle I've seen when I was a kid because that thing got to be hella old. Anyways, there's a jellyfish. Isn't it cool? I had to take a video because if you guys see this picture alone, you're gonna be like I edited it or something. But look, there's the video. I didn't do nothing to anything here. Okay, same thing here with the turtle. I took a picture of it because you can see it here, but in the video you can't see it. For some reason, my phone didn't pick it up, right? The turtle was really friendly. I saw a couple like I saw a couple other things, but I didn't take proper pic. I didn't have the time, right? I would need to take a couple seconds just because I don't have the lens here for that, right? So I just mm, the outdoors was pretty. Look at it. Isn't this photo so pretty? It was so like calming and tranquil, you know. Like I took the photo, but then I had to take the video so you guys can see the water running here. And then right when I was about to, because when you they have the it's like the castle thing. They have the inside part and the outside part. So with the zoo here, they have like the normal zoo hours, and then they have the light show going on at night, right? So like you have to leave after the so they can set up. So right when I was about to leave, I saw the wolves. I was like, I don't think I've seen that during during the summer, you know, because most people go to the zoo during spring break. So I thought that would be interesting. I couldn't get one that was close enough. There was that one there, and I was like, can you come a little bit closer? I'm not scared or anything. Can you just come a little bit closer so I can capture you on film for the people who are? uh that's why you see all of this. So like I had the whole zoo portion, then I had to leave, I had them set up, and then I had to go back in for the light show at night. Look how big this tree is. Like this is so. Oh yeah, and I went in the gift shop. That's where I got the little stuff thing for Dad, right? They had so many different ones, and then if you adopt, because they were telling you on the news, if you when you adopt any type of animal, or if you adopt, they want people to adopt polar bears, right? If you adopt any type of animal, they usually send you a plushie and like a thing like as a thank you for doing that, or like donating to the animal. So they got like every kind of like animal stuffy you could probably find here. And I took a picture of the polar bear one because that's the one they were pushing this year. So, but there were so many. There was no way I was gonna take a picture of all of those. Yeah, so I end up going for the light thing now. Right, all the signs are there. I got my money shot. Look at it. It looks so good. A lot of the coloring at night is what like that really stood out to me. It was really pretty. Like look at this. The blue lights against the trees look so nice. Same thing here. They've held there's a projector against the enclosure here. I don't know if it's actual rock there, but they have a projector against this thing here, right? That's why the colors are so vibrant. They're really pretty. Same thing here. Oh, they're so pretty. Yeah, it's mostly me taking pictures of the lights. And then when you get midway through, they have all these lights set up there, and they're triggered by when you drum this thing. So depending on how you tap on the drum will affect the pattern of the lights going off here. So I guess I have no sense of rhythm or anything. So like the lights aren't like going off. So I was like, am I doing something wrong? Because I'm doing this and this and this at the same time, right? Like I don't have anyone there to help me. So that's why there's a few clips here, but I still don't get like a nice enough one that I wanted. Anyways, it was really pretty to see in person. I don't know if the video does it any justice. Then right at the end is this light tunnel. This is what I was so excited for. Like, look at this. Like, are you seeing this? Same thing here with this photo. Just turn it this way so you guys can see it. They had beaver tails. I didn't have time to eat one. I left the menu there so you guys could see. Oh yeah, when I went to the castle the second time it was snowing. That's why like when you see me, like there's three me's there. I took one when that bus fucking left me. I went by one of the lights and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a picture here to remember this goddamn moment. And then um the other one was when I was passing through the light tunnel. That's where you see it go from light to dark. And then the last one, it started snowing when I went to the castle the second time, and I was like, I didn't notice the snow was in my hair. So if you guys see it, that's real snow like falling from the sky. That's not a filter. This damn bus stop, I swear to God. I got screwed over there. I was like, what the hell? There's Christmas events going on and the thing stopped running. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this transit system? I swear to God. Sorry, I'm running my mouth non-stop. Sorry. I talk too much. Anyways, yeah, if you go around back here, you end up at the front of the garden section for the castle. Oh, like look at it. It's so. Can you like imagine what it was like being there? Like, oh my God, was it magical? Look at it. Well, you guys probably seen the photos already, so. Mm. Okay, when I went back the second day, the first day I never saw, like, I saw, um, there were two women, they were dressed up as, like, fairies, right, like sugar plum fairies and things. I forgot to take pictures with them. There's, like, a fork in the path here. So I thought it would cycle around when I went the first time, but it just keeps going. So I missed that whole section there. So when I went back the second time, I was like, okay, when I see them again, like I can go take pictures and stuff. But because I went at a different time, right? Like when I went the first time, I went right when they opened. But this time when I went close to when they closed because after I left my whole because I was at the zoo, took all those photos, and I left in the videos and stuff of how I got stranded here. Then I left there and took a cab and went down that side back, right? So I was there like late to when they were gonna close. So the fairies weren't there. Instead of them being there, it was this guy in this nutcracker suit walking around all over the place. And I was like, oh my god, like I applaud the commitment, man. He's just walking around there. No one's going through this forest. It's, oh goodness. You guys could see him there. He's walking. This is the video, right? He's walking. He's just walking in a infinite loop. That seems like hell. Oh my goodness. He was really nice though. I took a photo and I was like, "Look, you want to see?" And he's like, "Oh my gosh, it's really good." I'm like, "It better be." I'm a That's my God-given skill. Thank you very much. The better my raw photos are, it's easier in post afterwards to edit things, right? That's how I like doing things. The less work I have to do afterwards, the better. But most people aren't like that. They're just gonna take a shitty photo and they're like, "Oh, I'll fix it after," or like, "I'm gonna take a shitty video and I can spice it up with all the edits," right? Anyhow, look at it. Oh my goodness, look at it. Ah. Yeah, so when I went back the second day, because all the stuff I missed and I was thinking about going back to wasn't there. So I was like, "Am I going crazy? I swear I'm not high. Like, what the hell happened here?" I pushed the button this time so you guys could see. It was like there's a physical button there. When these things are going off, you could push this button. But for me to like push it and then get into position so you guys can see what's going on here, like I don't want to like pay attention to this and not pay attention to where I'm stepping before I fall flat on my fucking face. So yeah. Look at it. This is a projection, but there's still trees in there. More the Christmas, the ice cream stuff. Yeah, when I went back, so the guy with the guy with the stilts, he was dressed up as Jack Frost. This woman was there instead with stilts, and she's dressed up as a gingerbread person. So I gave like she let me. She's like, "Where do you want me to pose?" And I was like, "She's like, I'm gonna go right in front of the castle." And then I took this picture. She's so happy, and I love it. They put lights all over her. It's great. She was really friendly too. Mm-mm. Yeah, so down this way, I missed this whole path the first time I went because there was a lot more people. Probably because it was when it just opened, right? And I'm going right when it closes now, right? So I'm like, I've got most of the place to myself because I tend to do that when I go places. I go when I know no one else is gonna be there because then I don't have to worry about energy interference and all that shit. So it's easy for me to focus here. I don't think I had headphones in. I like having headphones in. Oh wait, I did for a little point. Like, I don't know. At some one of the photos you guys will see, I have headphones in, and then one of them I don't because at some point I have to actually listen to what's going on around me. Anyway, so that whole building I ended up missing is the whole Christmas Carol section, which is what you guys see as I'm going through. I thought it'd be. I didn't think it'd be so many things. Like, look, I took pictures of candles and things. Oh my goodness! Look at this. I freaking love this. They had this whole mirrored room thing where I walked through and I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't catch myself in this glass. Like you guys can see my feet, but aside from that, I want you to see how like how much of like a potato I look because I don't dress up when I go out. I don't dress to look nice, right? I dress for weather. So like I'm dressed in case like I get stuck out in the cold and I'm freezing to death. Yeah, I'm dressed like that. um Anyways, so that happened, and then more candles, and then we get to the actual like Scrooge part of the thing. And when I'm filming this, I wasn't expecting him to go like this. And then as soon as that happened, I was like, I don't know if like, cause I was, I only had one shot of filming this because I don't know how many different animations there are before it cycles back to this one, right? So like, I'm gonna film this one in one go. But when he like, when he's getting pulled back from the chains, I kind of want to flip him off, right? But I don't, because in case like, you know, I left it family friendly, okay? Anyways, I think they repurposed some of the stuff for Halloween in this section here because it's like it's still really kind of creepy when you walk in there. Anyways, this was the end of the place there. It's so pretty. These types of lights remind me of when we were a kid because I don't see these kind anymore. Like my money shots. Okay, then we go through that whole building. We come back onto this path here now, and I go back inside there. And when I get back into the tunnels, he finally starts to move. So I don't know. I just had good timing there, I guess. I don't know. Then I met this girl in the elf costume that I told you guys about. She was so nice. She's the one that explained to me because I told her, I was like, when I came the first time, because I was telling her, I was like, this is my second time being here. Why is everything so well, right? I was asking her like all these kinds of questions. She was so nice and friendly, and she told me everything. I was like, okay, that makes sense. And it's kind of smart too. So like everybody's experience, whoever goes at whatever time, will always have a different one. So I don't know. It's just it was interesting. Yeah, there's the moon in the sky there. And then my photo got cut off here. Freaking Instagram. The tree's supposed to go up at least about here so you could see the fucking entirety of the photo. But oh well. Here's the castle. I don't know why they lit it up in red and blue. Probably because this tree's like red and green, but I don't know. And then at night at the uni, debating on whether I have to walk home or not. And then you can see the full moon there again. Right? I'm letting you guys know because I don't, when it's late at night, I've never not seen the moon in the sky, right? So like I'm looking at him like, oh, it's there. But that night when I went to the concert, it wasn't there, and I was like, that was really fucking weird. Yeah, okay. So I took this picture when I got stranded there. I'm under the giant light there in the parking lot, and then here's when I'm in the tunnel. Because I decided I wanted to see what the lighting would look like on against my skin, right? And I was like, wait, I kind of look good here. I'm gonna and then it'd be weird if I film stuff and you guys don't see me, right? So like you got my feet in one section. At least I might as well show you my face. And then this one here is when I'm out. I just left that pathway there, and then I was like, wait, it's snowing. I forgot to switch my mittens there. I'm using that one because these gloves here, because I was like, they're not touchscreen, so I want to cut the holes in them so I could tap on my phone. And then we're back here. That was Christmas. Till now. And I don't have a highlight bubble for this, and it's irritating me because I want it right there. Any day now. Ugh. See that Christine's like educating people on the polish here. I freaking love this. I should send it to my cousin. Okay, go watch that. And then Only Murders in the Building's got another. They're filming. I'm so excited. Season 3 is coming. Me and Trevor are gonna watch it. Cause when I put on the first one, I put it on in the background because I didn't know what it was about. Right, I was like, oh, this is great background noise. And then we started watching. And I was like, oh my god, it's getting good. Then we watched season 2, and now they're filming season 3. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And then I told you guys we're going treasure hunting today. Or I might. I don't know. He's not gonna go with me. It depends on how his health is going. Um yeah, so we'll see how today goes and whether I gotta put orders in or not. But anyways, I found out because I wanted to go get some Ninja Milk because when that first came out, I was so excited. It was just like when Top of the Morning came out, but it's so expensive to get that stuff to come here, right? So I started thinking about it again. I was like, oh, maybe I should try this before it goes. And it's gone now. Look at this. I'm so mad they're discontinuing Ninja Milk and I've never tried it. So now I feel upset now because that was like, I think one of the first YouTube energy drinks that come out. You know, like when YouTuber books and things came out, like, oh man. I want to try the original one. Someone send it to me. No, it's done now. Damn it. They close on the 24th next month. All they have left is tea. But I want to try the energy drink. Damn it. Ah, that's the worst news I heard. Jeez. Anything else here? No. Oh, I gotta go contact this girl too. Jeez, everybody's like hit me up on my phone. I've got one too many devices too. I'm starting to look like a drug dealer. I got my iPod, this phone, and this phone. I look crazy. I use them all for different things though. Why is this such a maze to navigate? That can't be right. This? No? What am I doing wrong? Oh, here. Oops. Found it. Okay. No? Oops. Oh, here. Oops. Here. Okay, good. Okay, I see it. Oh, now what I hate to you guys keep sending me slow-mo stuff. Stop doing that. I'm gonna toss my phone away. Stop sending me slow motion things. Jeez. It's not good for my health. Oh, shit. Hello? Oh, this doesn't scroll. Like, oh, I gotta individually tap all this shit. Damn it. Oh, we're good, right? Yeah, I think we're good. I'm done with Instagram now. I just gotta talk about the trees and talking to you guys individually now, and then I'm done. Until you guys have anything else you want me to cover. I gotta go get ready to go with Bryce, so I gotta go. I don't want to risk it. It's 11:47 already, so I better go. I'll come back and talk about this. I gotta go and charge my phone and things too, because in case anything go wrong, you see, I could upload the first couple parts, but then I don't want it to feel, I don't know, like, I know you guys are panicking because you haven't seen the video yet, but like, it's coming, okay? Just, I need, put some faith in me. Okay. Okay, I gotta get going. Here's the time, because I always forget to show you guys the time before I leave. I guess I didn't need the map to show you guys back this again. I gotta go back I was planning to go when it's warm. I didn't plan to go when it was winter. Anyways, that's what it looked like during that. I mean, I could go back now and see what's going on, but I don't think it'd be make any financial sense to do that. I have other things to deal with right now. Anyways, front, back. Okay, I'm heading out now. I gotta go. That was a nice long chat. Oh my god, that was like 3 hours and I still didn't finish talking. Oh god. Nobody watch this all in one go. I can't be responsible if you guys pass out watching this. I'm so sorry. I mean, if you're gonna leave it running and you're like to help you sleep, then okay, I'm fine with that. But like anything else, don't. Get a good look. I'm leaving now. I'll be back. I don't know when. I could tell you because I told you guys like I'll be back like later that night, and then like I didn't come back till like a week later, so I don't want to promise anything. Look at my nails. Aren't they pretty? Don't look at this one. I kind of messed up. Okay, I'm going. I can't believe how good this lipstick looks on me. Like, I am in disbelief, bro. I still put the clip in wrong. I don't know if anyone noticed. It looks and feels hella wrong. Okay, hold on. Maybe that's a little bit better. Anyways, the next time you see me, like, is... it'll take me a while to prep my hair, man. I talk too much. I went over everything right. Let's make sure before I leave, and then I'm gonna get mad when I turn it off. I'm gonna remember everything else. Oh yeah, I had that photo on Instagram too. If you see that photo where I took that photo because I think Flowers was with me at the time. The one where you see the pathway and then you see snow in the someone. It just snowed when I took that photo. They hadn't cleaned the sidewalk yet, and you see like footprints on this like beside the sidewalk. Someone walked through the snow to get through, and then afterward they cleaned the sidewalk. So when I'm there, the sidewalk's cleared, but you could see someone had to physically make another path for someone to go through. I thought that was interesting. Then I was thinking it's kind of weird, like, well, I'll get to that, I guess, when that happens. Yo, anybody else who ever saw that New Year's thing, like, Jeffrey's lucky that, like, I don't get intimidated by him, because I know a lot of people are, but, like, I'm just as intimidating, so it's fun to, like, watch this. I wish I could watch him, like, create a lipstick. That'd be so interesting. Because I know this brand's gonna get really high end. And this color is so pretty on me, I can't. I'm just as intimidating. This is really fun. Okay. You think you're scary? I'm hella scarier. Oh yeah, I forgot we were also playing Pokemon Violet. Anyone else finish the game? There's so many fucking glitches, but Brian was playing it, and it was like, I think he finished the Pokedex. He's just catching shinies now. Everybody's Team Quaxley here, okay? Just because we like being at a disadvantage. Oh shit, I missed this. Okay, I talked about yawns. Okay, hold on. Fuck, I gotta log back into Instagram for a second. He posted a photo. So normally I just like the photos, right? But Jan posted a photo with him and TXT, and for some reason the energy was going off there, and I kind of liked it. So then I liked the photo and I commented on it. So I don't normally comment on photos, so I just want to let him know I commented on the photo. I hope you noticed, because I like that. I don't comment on things. Now I gotta find his account now. Why is kind of strange. How come the other four members don't have an account? Is it just because they don't like social media or what? Oh, how do I find? Oh, here's the Anjun here. Did this photo? Yeah, is this photo. Okay, I like this. Yo, Jans, watch. I like this photo, and I commented on it, okay? I don't comment on photos. My comment's right there. Just so you know. Anyways, just pointing that out there in case I forget, okay? I see everything. I don't know if you guys see everything. Sorry, there's so much dead silence now. I don't know if you guys can hear me breathe. I hope not. Oh, you know what pissed me off when I ordered the eyeshadows? The shipping still cost me more than the shadows. That's actually ridiculous. Ugh. Okay, I think I said my piece. When I come back, I'll finish. I actually gotta talk to you guys right away. I don't know if I don't do things like this, like if I start off with that, it'd make no sense. Like you'd be like, why didn't you say that beforehand? But I was dealing with a whole bunch of other shit. Okay, here's the time. 11:56, Tuesday, January 24th, 2022. 2023. Oh my god, did I say 2022 at the start of this video? Oh shit. It's 2023 now. Sorry, everything always feels the same for me. Oops, I gotta get used to that now, but I didn't anticipate filming this year, so. Okay, 11:57, Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. Okay, this is where I'm leaving off now. Did I actually make that mistake? Bro, someone correct me. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going. Get a good look. Look at my beautiful hands. Anyways, I'm going now. I can't believe I just made that silly mistake. Oh my god. I really like the time thing is really fucking me up. Okay, I'm going. You're probably already passed. Some of you are probably already passed out. You're probably not even in the room. Just letting me talk. That's how it always is. I keep saying words and no one's ever fucking listening properly. Okay, I'm going. Bye. Bye.